Mr. President, I'm here once again to talk about climate change. Alarms are ringing. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I am back again to remind this body and the American people for what I think is perhaps the 32nd speech on this subject that I've been giving weekly. Thank you very much, Madam President. I'm now here for the 62nd weekly effort, 189th Time to Wake Up speech, 199th, 251st Time to Wake Up remarks, the 284th, 288th, 290th time. This is, I think, my 295th time to wake up.
Having this be the 300th climate speech is kind of bittersweet. On the one hand, I shouldn't have had to give 300 speeches. We should have solved this by now. And so the 300th speech is a confession of failure. On the other hand, I'm a persistent son of a gun, and I do think it has helped move the debate in good directions, that I've just persistently banged away to the point where I now am coming up on a 300th climate speech.
To all future generations who will look back at us, Mr. President, and say, when it was so obvious, how is it possible that the government of the United States, how is it possible that this city on a hill could do nothing but the bidding of the most conflicted industry on the planet?
I think the feeling that I have from the whole span of it mostly is that I really learned a lot. Every single one of these speeches is different. Every single one took specialized work, and I kind of gave myself an amateur PhD, not only in climate science, but in the climate denial operation.
This is a glass of water, and I have just put 20 drops of a pH test.
My favorite memory of Time to Wake Up is probably doing the science experiment on the floor, where I blew my breath through an aquarium bubbler and measured the glass of water before and after and proved that it had actually acidified from carbon dioxide. It was late at night, and the floor staff were busily signaling that what I was doing was not correct, but there was nobody to rule me out of order, so I just went ahead with it. Interestingly, at one point, Jim Inhofe, who was my nemesis on all things climate, offered to bring me a new chart. I think it was at my 100th speech. And I said, no thanks, I kind of like the old battered one. And sure enough, it turns out that it was the chart that has been used the most times on the Senate floor by a lot. So the Smithsonian called up and said, we'd like it for our collection. And I said, you can't have it yet because we're not done yet, but thank you. I hope that there will not have to be a 400th climate speech because we're getting close to running out of time. But if we need to, I'll keep going until we have a pathway to climate safety. And if that takes 400 Time to Wake Up speeches, so be it.